Hey guys, it's Kid Comics in front of the Great Wall of Comics, and today I have a pretty surprising mail call to show you guys. And to be honest with you, I didn't even expect to make a video like this. I wasn't in the market for even getting this book, but the price was too low for me not to get this book. And this book also has a great story on the inside, even though it is slabbed. So, without further ado, let's begin the video. Now, before we actually get to the book, I gotta talk about where I got the book from. So, usually I always get my books off of eBay, which was exactly where I got this book. And I was just scrolling through, I was looking for a certain artist's signature, which I won't reveal just yet because it'd be giving away the book too much. So, you know, it was, I'll tell you, it is a Green Lantern and Green Arrow book. So that might give you a little bit of a hint for those of you that are interested in that series. But yeah, I managed to pick this up on eBay for a shockingly low price. Alright, well, I'm going to stop beating around the bush here and show you guys the book. So, the book I've been talking about this entire video so far is none other than Green Lantern number 82. Now, this is a Green Lantern and Green Arrow book. So, this was when they started to incorporate these two characters together story-wise. And this book really caught my attention because of Neal Adams' signature. And something a little bit more special about this is not only is it his signature on there, but it came from the collection of Neal Adams himself. It's even got the custom label. Now, although it is a 3.5, it's still a solid signature on the book, and the book just has a really, really crazy cover. I mean, you see these crazy looking Greek mythology harpies, which are like weird winged bird people, I don't know, but they're really, really weird, and just Neal Adams' art really shows how, you know, goofy comics were back then. So, yeah, I was very, very surprised to see this book in a, although low grade, be signed by him and come from his own personal collection. Now, as I have mentioned, this book talks a lot about Greek mythology and Roman mythology. And for those of you who don't know, the story worker for Green Lantern and Green Arrow number 82 was Denny O'Neil. And Denny O'Neil, this was definitely an interesting take on some Greek mythology type villains and how Green Lantern and Green Arrow kind of went against them. So, you know, this book mentioned people like Medusa, harpies, obviously, as you could tell from the cover, and, you know, some other sort of, you know, Greek or Roman warriors from a long, long time ago in a different dimension. And, you know, it just talks about, you know, a classic tale where Green Lantern, unsurprisingly, gets captured, and Green Arrow has to go save him, with also Black Canary in this story. So, I'm not going to give too much away. I did love reading this book, although the cover isn't as, you know, interesting. I still think that the inside is great. Like, it's really amazing what Neal Adams has been able to do with all of his artwork, especially during times like 70s and 60s. So I really, really enjoyed the story on this book. Greek mythology, if any of you guys are interested in some sort of stuff like that, where it mentions harpies, Medusa, and like just a bunch of, you know, Greek and Roman mythology, then I highly suggest you go pick up a copy of Green Lantern 82. Now, finally, for the price of this very rare Neal Adams signed and owned book. Well, after all of the, you know, shipping and tax, I managed to snag this book for a awesome $130. So, to be honest with you, I was so surprised because the original listing was only for like, what, $115, something like that. And, you know what I mean? You don't usually come across books like these, especially when they're owned by Neal Adams. And granted, it is pretty rough. I think that's a little bit of, like, staining on the staples. And, you know, the spine has its usual wear and such for a 3.5. I still say it's a solid book to have in any collector's collection. And I'm so, so happy to own a book like this. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this short unboxing video. You know what I mean? This was definitely a surprise video, and I didn't expect to even make it myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did to actually get a crazy signed Neal Adams and personally owned by him book. So although it is slabbed. I'm not too crazy about slab books, like when you really can't read them. So I had to, you know, use my little secret sources of reading this comic online. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more comic book content like this, make sure to give it a Hulk smash on that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video.